that for so many years after that terrible tragedy, poisonous chemicals were still there?
नहीं, इसमें सच्चाई नहीं है।
In this era of Asian emergence, what role does your business play? Calling all companies. You are invited to take part in Innovation Green and Future Business Survey, the first business performance survey in Asia, aimed at assessing a company's innovation, sustainability and future business in the changing global economy. Log on to channelnewsasia.com/survey to begin survey. Supported by the following partners. Organized by Channel News Asia.
10 divides by 2, you get half of it. Planning for my children's education. Have I been doing it right? And how do I get them there?
What's the smart way to handle the cost of your children's education? Join me with Evelyn Tan and financial experts on Mind Your Money. Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. on Channel News Asia.
Mind Your Money is brought to you by Money Sense, a national financial education program for Singapore.
Recession? Not for these companies. Asia's fastest growing industries, most promising businesses, and most successful entrepreneurs. Find out where to invest your money and which businesses are built for the future. Catch Geared for Growth, the next Asian boom. Premiering Monday, 14th of November at 8:30 p.m.
It's a magical thread that weaves nature, nostalgia, and romance. But it's also a line of contention.
You have the cyclists, the joggers, the nature enthusiasts. So how do you try to balance all the different needs?
Hopes are high for the preservation of the rail corridor. But will they be realized? Envisioning the future of the rail corridor on Beyond the Last Journey. Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
That's IT Uploaded.
Hello everyone, I'm Timothy Go. That's IT Uploaded is back. Now while we were away, a lot of things happened. The iPhone 4S and Siri were born. Steve Jobs died the next day. And can you believe this? Samsung is now the #1 smartphone maker in the world, dislodging Apple from the #1 spot, which Apple only held for 1/4. Further down on third spot is Nokia, a position it's not comfortable with. So last week in London, it unveiled a new war strategy with 2 new weapons and a new ally.
Nokia bigwigs took center stage with a lot of excitement, and why not? We were invited to witness the unveiling of the Nokia Lumia 800 and 710, the first Nokia smartphones running on Microsoft's Windows Phone 7 platform.
Lumia is the first real Windows phone.
And with that, the CEO, Stephen Elop, signals a real change in direction for Nokia. The battleground is not just the hardware anymore, but also on the software. With both Nokia and Microsoft believing they can win with a superior OS inside a beautifully crafted handset.
It looks awesome!
Well, the Lumia 800 looks very much like the Nokia N9. The body is, in fact, exactly the same. On the outside, the Lumia is one solid device with a 3.7-inch responsive capacitive touchscreen, a curved glass top with clear black and AMOLED screen. On the inside, Windows Phone 7 Mango is the boss. The user interface tiles display all the apps you need without having to launch an app to get to the activity. Though unique apps are limited for now, like location-based services Nokia Drive, Nokia Music Mix, and ESPN Sports Hub.
All of these things come for free and only on Nokia.
The success of the Windows Phone devices is vital for Nokia's attempts to regain its once mighty position. Same goes for Microsoft's mobile division. It is riding on Nokia to give it a secure position in the smartphone world. So is Nokia right for calling the Lumia the first real Windows Phone? Microsoft seemed to think so. It says Nokia can do for Windows Phone what the others didn't achieve, making Windows a viable third option in the fast-moving smartphone sector. But is it too late?
No, I don't think it's too late for Nokia and Microsoft. I mean, yes, obviously it is a case where Apple's just gotten so much attention these days, and so has Android as well, too. You could argue from that perspective that they're a bit late to the game, but if you look at what Windows Phone 7 has to offer, it's a very, very compelling experience and interface.
Well, I'm hard to impress, but I like what I saw. It is a big leap for Nokia in terms of style, function, and features, and to go with a totally different platform. And it seems even the hard-to-please tech analysts are impressed, too.
The way that they've done the interface is arguably better than many of the other operating systems out there. But the challenge is that not everybody realizes that. There's just way too much baggage from this word Windows. And so the biggest challenge for Nokia here, and Microsoft for that matter, is getting people to think past that old Windows Mobile 6.5, because if you look at Windows Phone 7, it is nothing like Windows Mobile 6.5.
Of course, the Lumia 800 was the star of Nokia World 2010, but Nokia didn't neglect the segment that brings in most of its profits, the emerging markets. So it unleashed a collection of what it calls aspirational phones, naming it the Asha. Let's have a look.
Nokia still believes many from the emerging economies will have their first internet experience through a mobile phone. And it caters to that need with new Symbian-based phones that can function much like its higher-end phones, but at a lower price point. Asha 303 is a sophisticated QWERTY plus touchscreen phone that puts social networking and the internet front and center. It has a powerful processor with 3G and Wi-Fi, complete with Nokia's cloud-based browser that will make it really easy and fast to get online. The Asha 300, meanwhile, is the candy bar form of the same phone. Powerful, useful, and perfect for those who prefer a traditional keypad. Dual SIM phones are popular in emerging markets, so Nokia will feature prominently on that field for the Asha 200. The 200 comes in vibrant colors, and get this, battery life of up to 52 hours. The Asha 201 is the single SIM version of the 200, and both have integrated social media apps and music playback and a great sound system for the younger set who just need to be connected when they're partying. All Asha phones now support WhatsApp and Angry Bird too.
All right, let's play some magic. Now you see me, now you don't. All right, that was pure and simple editing magic. But in the UK, scientists are one step closer to making that cloak of invisibility a reality.
Take a close look at these marbles. Now watch what happens when they are thrown into a tank of water. Gone. Or is it?
Invisibility is an optical illusion. So you create something, an image that isn't there, or you make something disappear that is there.
Professor Leonhardt says it is all about bending light. I'll let him explain.
And we have here some demonstrations that show how this can be done in principle. And one of this works with these fibers that you see here. So they're illuminated from one side and they guide light around Eeyore that is sitting inside. And then if you would look on the other side, and you can see that in our exhibit, then you see the image is really transported with the fibers around Eeyore. Now, if you could do this from all sides, so if you would have an arrangement of fibers or whatever, then you would make it completely disappear.
Dr. Leonhardt says his team is still a long way off creating a Harry Potter-style cloak that can be swished over an object to make it invisible. But his research is leading to improvements in optical devices such as cat's eyes, microscopes, and lenses. And since seeing is believing for those of you who have very poor vision, scientists have come up with bionic glasses inspired by Microsoft's Xbox Kinect.
So they work using some simple off-the-shelf techniques, and one of the ones we use is the technique behind the Microsoft Xbox Kinect, which is simply a depth and person detector. So we've got the same technique as two little cameras that are in the corner of the glasses, and they detect a person or an object nearby. When it comes up with one, it will put that image onto a small LED which is embedded in the glasses themselves. So it's a really simplified source of light, which is enough for people who have very, very low vision.
Dr. Hicks and his team are currently running a 12-month feasibility study and hope the glasses will be available to the public as early as 2014.
That's all we have time for this week on That's IT Uploaded. But next week, we'll have a look at the iPhone 4S and Siri. Is it worth waiting for? Check us out online on Facebook and on Twitter. I'm Timothy Go. That's it.
It wasn't a sex video.
Nor did she show a lot of skin.
But a 14-year-old girl called Adeline has propelled to fame in just a matter of hours.
All because she claimed to have slapped her mother and then posted on Facebook.
Is social media changing the way our youth behave?
Or is it simply confirming what we've known all this while and making it worse? How I Slapped My Mother on Blonde TV Wednesday, 8 p.m.
The mind this November. Mind over matter. Watch ASEAN athletes race for gold in Palembang and Jakarta, Indonesia. With updates and features from our sports reporters at the region's biennial sports meet, the 26th Southeast Asian Games 2011. Asia's best business minds. Get an inside scoop on how innovative businesses gave birth to a new generation of billionaires on this side of the world, geared for growth. Mind-boggling discoveries. Learn why Asia is beginning to move towards scientific domination and meet the people behind these breakthroughs. Super Science 2. Unravel the power of the mind this November on Channel News Asia.
Welcome to Talking Point. Now, this week we are talking dirty, or rather about dirty toilets. Now, in a recent survey conducted by the Restroom Association, most people rated the standard of public toilets here to be normal. But for the third year running, coffee shop toilets topped the list of dirtiest loos in Singapore. In fact, the Environment Ministry set up the Public Hygiene Council to try and flush out the dirty habits of Singaporeans. Just why are our public toilets, especially those in food centres and coffee shops in the heartlands, so dirty?